This is the 10k time, yes. Right. Yeah, you can play around here.
So 33.15 the time I've just seen on the clock. I did say that if you're anywhere below 35 you're going to be doing very well. I do believe that's Craig Housey making his way along the edge of the lake there. We have a very obvious clear leader in this 10k. I know on good authority it's Craig Housey. I definitely know the lead biker is Anthony Collier, but he's done very little work today, just rolling around. Craig is currently on 33.48, so he's going to be well inside those 35 minutes. I did say that's the magic mark for the top club runners. And Craig Housey is exactly that. 30, he's now just breaking into the 34 minutes, but he's going to be sub 35 for sure.
I'd like to be the lead guy.
And I can just see him about to turn onto our finishing straight here, folks. Let's put our hands together for Craig Housey. Let's put our hands together for Craig Housey as he makes his way up. He's going to be well inside 35 minutes. And here he comes, folks. And that is Craig. Craig Housey takes the win in 34.27. I make it, that'll be the unofficial timing at the moment. Craig Housey from Fairland Valley Spartans, of course.
Yeah, you got it there.
Fantastic race, Craig.
Yes.
Well clear as well at the moment.
There, for now it's coming through there.
Craig, when you got a moment, come back over here. I'd love to grab a quick word with you as well, if that's alright.
Where's everybody else?
Look at that lead, folks. He's really put them to the sword out there today, hasn't he, as well? Might have a chance to have a word with him just before our second place runner comes in. Great, well done, mate. Great to see you running so well. You had a little lead group there at one point as you headed out, and then were you out there by yourself the whole time?
Pretty much from 2k onwards. So it's more of a time trial, so never dig in.
You're relatively local as well, aren't you? Whereabouts are you from?
Hertfordshire, obviously, Welling Garden City.
So local lad, have you run in the country park here before at all at any point?
Doing near Clapham, yeah. And now obviously switch over to running just for a little bit, so.
So you're focusing more on the running now, not so much the triathlon?
Yeah.
And 10k your distance?
Not really, marathon, long distance. So.
What's your PB, mate?
It's 2:34 at the moment, but I'm going for 2:29 at Berlin in September.
Fantastic. And what's your 10k PB? You did 34, about 34.17 there, I think, or 34.20?
About a minute off PB, so yeah, it's not too bad.
How did you enjoy the course in the fantastic country park here this morning?
Great course, great organisation, really good, yeah, so I think I'll be coming back again next year.
Good man. Ladies and gentlemen, just finally put your hands together for Craig Housey. We will see him back here again, of course, receiving his trophy, I do believe, in the not too distant future. Thanks, Craig. Well done, mate. We're looking for our second place runner, and I can see one runner making their way back up to the bottom of the course now, coming on the edge of the car park. Might be a slight delay in me giving you the names, but it won't be long as they come across the line. Big thank you to our lead biker, Anthony Collier, hasn't even broken sweat. And here comes our second place runner. He is male, so now our fast finishing female runners haven't quite made their way all the way up there yet. Stafford Harriers taking second place. That is Matthew Woodman. Well done, Matthew. Second place in the 10k in a time of just under 37, 36.50 I do believe, or now thereabouts. Don't forget the official timing will be at eventchiptiming.co.uk. Those two still well clear of the other runners. This looks like third place coming through now as far as I can see. We're just outside 37 minutes now. Taking third place across the line is Gareth Allen. Well done, Gareth. Third place in the 10k. 37.20 or thereabouts. Still well inside, very respectable times for the men. These are top club runners, of course, finishing in this top 10. Don't forget, you're now at the finish line of both the 10k and the half marathon, so at some point there might be a little bit of an overlap because we've got some very elite half marathon runners in there. And we've got a close finish here for fourth place in the 10k. In actual fact, I'm not sure. It is very, very close, these two runners, as they make their way for fourth and fifth place. I think their names come across the line. In fourth place in the 10k, Tommy Delcher, and just behind him, so close between those two, Jay Monkley. Well done, Jake. Well done, Tommy. 4th and 5th in the 10K at the Run Fest today. Now the runners are getting closer and closer together. Some quite familiar vest in there as well. This is what, 6th place now. Russell Brown taking 6th place in the 10K. 7th place going to Doug Hobson. Well done, Doug from the St Albans Striders. It's great to see some regular club runners here from local clubs as well. Some runners coming from much further afield, and lots of runners making their way today, of course, out of London on the train or by car. Looking around, about 8th place now. Martin Copland's coming as well. And that's Tom Neal. Martin Copland and Tom Neal. It's 9. Paul Redaway completes the top 10. Paul from Roxbourne Runners. His 10th place provisional in the 10K. And this looks to me like the first of our female finishers here. Is this right? Coming up here? I do my usual thing of calling someone in the wrong way. Calling someone in the wrong way. This is First Lady in 11th place overall. That's Karen Murphy. Karen Murphy taking First Lady in our 10K in a very respectable time. Inside 40 minutes, 39:35 or so there. Well done, Karen. Karen Murphy, First Lady. And also first in her age category, of course. Chris Potter taking around about 11th or 12th place there. 12th place, I do believe.
You were going to do it on the podium. What time would it be? Yeah, when we ate.
Just behind Chris Potter is Lee Finch. He's 8th in his age group, of course. And don't forget, today we have age group prizes happening. Ian Simpson, just crossing the line there. Followed very closely by George Mangan. Great running, you guys. We're all around about the 40-minute mark now. And then finishing very close behind those two, Robert Dean and Michael Woodruff, both third in their age category, so there are age category prizes in the half marathon. I'm not sure about the 10K, I'll let you know in just a moment. Certainly there are prizes overall, and prize presentations will be happening back here. I'll let you know exactly when in due course. If you have just finished, enjoy the sunshine, grab yourself a drink and some of our sweeties. And I'll let you know when the prize presentation will be happening. We tend not to wait until the very end. They'll be happening around here in due course, not too long. We'll let some more runners come in first. Coverage Wells Harriers finishing. That's George Harris. 4th in his age group and around inside the top 20, I think, as far as I can see there.
You have to lose your temper.
Let's keep rolling. Steven Strider's runner there. Jonathan Nichols just finishing, I think, just outside the top 20 now. And we're sneaking our way outside the 40-minute mark now, 42 minutes. We should start to see bigger groups of runners coming in now in the 10K. This is a very common finishing time for good, well-trained club runners, of course. Stephen still finishing, and Peter Alice as well.
Hey, I'm 3 across, alright? Yeah.
John Waite finishes, 6th place in his, 5th place in his age group, sorry John. Martin Davis, also inside the top 30 I think there.
switch over for a second.
If you're curious about where results are, just have a look at eventchiptiming.co.uk. You'll see the run best on there, and you should be able to see live results. And of course, those results will be up this evening and forever now, I do believe. So you'll see those results there at eventchiptiming.co.uk. Meanwhile, finishing again, well inside 45 minutes, these two runners. More men coming in. We still wait for some more of our top ladies. Stefan Jacobs, Martin Copland finishing off also well inside the 44-minute mark. They were 24th and 25th overall, those two. Andrew Pantelli, Colin Perry finishing there. Both very close together, 44-13, 44-17. Oh, the strain telling on these runners' faces now as they make their way up to the finish line. It's ever so slight drag there. Probably as much as a hill he's going to get on this course. David Goldschmidt finishing there, Stefan Wagner, I think. Colin Morgan. Ben Monkey also finishing off 32nd overall there, I believe. Oh, a close sprint finish between those two there. Let's see how it's split. Martin, Luke Judge coming through. Luke Judge coming through. Matthew Bushin.
Yeah, Martin Copland, he keeps coming up. Was it 14 minutes? It might be here, finish line.
1775.
No, hang on, I'll tell you where it is, mate. They've not finished at all. Their thing came off, so they changed it, mate.
Take it away.
Edward Beeden, 39th overall by the looks of it. 45.51, these are very respectable times.
We can go down there a little bit, maybe.
Simon Alchin finishing as well. Well inside 46 minutes there, so we've just gone past the 46-minute mark here. Plenty of these runners will be setting PBs today. Don't forget, some of them will be setting PBs on the count of it being their first ever 10K. Lots of these runners will have done the 5K mark already, of course, in a park run. Nowadays, very often people's introduction to competitive running in a park run, they might know what they can do for 5K, and they'll be thinking, okay, can I extend that for 2 5Ks, or am I going to have to go a little bit slower? So this is a great measure today, finishing a 10K, and seeing how you compare to your normal park run. Tucson finishing there, Catherine Cat Harris as well. Catherine Cat Harris taking 44th overall, but she's well up there in amongst the ladies. Rob Davis, Lomir Strepelecki. You guys are coming to interesting names here, keeping my toes while I see Jeff Webb. Victoria Nicolay and Lucy Kennedy with the two ladies there finishing very, very close together. Just crossing the line now, in the sunshine, Josh Steer and Elaine Christodoulou. I wouldn't be the same if I was having to guess how you say certain names as we go. And a lightning quick finish from number 2133. Howell and Kiki is finishing there. David Tyson was the runner, sprinting up to the finish line. Just behind him, Tim Freeland. And crossing the line there was Claire Spencer. Lots of runners finishing together here now.
Got nothing. Got nothing at all.
Look up there.
Mark Ramsey crosses the line, just behind him, Austin Slattery, Paul McFarlane and Lee Thorne.
Goes back.
Francesca Healy, another of our fast finishing ladies.
Put your lips on me and let the days now.
Rich Eswall, I think you're saying that. Well, every other name here I'm having trouble saying. I think it's Eswall. Eswall, Eswall. E-double-S-L. Thank you for keeping me on my toes. Richard Stockwell finished in there as well, and Francesca Healy. Melissa Milam just coming across the line, having clocked up some of the miles. 10,000 metres for these ladies and gents, of course, around the glorious Lee Valley Country Park today in, might I point out, the sunshine, and we've got a sprint finish for the line between these two. Oh, I think that's been coming for the last 10,000 metres, hasn't it? Lots of fast finishes up the, what is probably one of the few hills, I'd say, on the whole of this course. Definitely uphill, isn't it? Everything's uphill at the end of the race. It's all uphill. It's like a mountain to the finish line. Well done, Peter Forsyth. Well done, Rudry Buchanan. That's definitely said incorrectly, I'm sure. Christina Clemson crossing the line there as well.
To do the thing, it got rid of that chairs when I touched it. Yeah.
More strong finishes coming to the line as we go. Sean Lacassie, Alan Moran crossing the line there. Matthew Patman as well. Oh, just inside the 50 minutes. You've got 4 seconds to get back inside 50 minutes. He just missed it. 50.01. Unlucky, but well done to the rest of you who sneaked inside that magical 50-minute barrier for the 10K. 10,000 metres in 50 minutes. 50 minutes of glorious sunshine around one of the most picturesque and beautiful country parks in the southeast of England, of course, and easily the most picturesque country park anywhere north of London.
Does that work?
50.26, that was Colin Thurston crossing the line there, Colin Thurston I should say. Martin Brown, Alan Corchi, Ursula Downs, Neil Hitchcock all finishing off their 10K, and some big sprint finishes coming here. Martin Bullock, Richard Miles, Katie Gorman, Drew Newman,
When I try and search here, look.
Matthew Khyber,
I've done it. It does come up.
Adam Mackey finishing off his 10,000 metres. Vincenzo Costanzo even, finishing in 97th overall. We're still well inside the top 100 here, folks. Andy Thornton, Sarah Riley, James Farthing finishing off. James Collins, Claire Hardy win. Also well inside the hour, 51 minutes 40 at the moment. Our winner in today, Craig Housey, our male winner in around about 34 and a half, 34.15, something like that. That gives you an idea of the top standard here today. But this is still a very, very respectable finishing time, well inside the hour here, and sprinting for the line as well. James Collins, Martin Murphy, Clive Stott, Laura van der Kroft, Rob Allwood, all around about the 52-minute mark there.
Well done.
Michelle Flynn finishing off 52 and a half minutes. Madeline Dixon. Miranda Todd also. Tyre Faces making a run to the finish line now. Stephen Dawson.
Start time.
Julian Ryland. 113th, 114th place overall.
You're the 4 people who haven't got things.
Colin Kurt, Holly Nairn finishing off there. Daniel Curtis. Just under 53 minutes now. Ryan Williams also just finishing off in 118th place there. Well done, Ryan. 53.08. Julie Minter, 120th place, 53.22. Anna Dalgert, Catherine Sawyer, 122nd, 123rd overall, 53.5 minutes now. Finishing off their 10,000 metres, the one lap round the glorious Lee Valley Country Park. You've all seen it now, folks. If you haven't been out there yet as a spectator, take the time to go and explore this fantastic place. It's a great place to run your ride and enjoy the country park itself. Crossing the line as I speak, Lee Wood and Liz Ives, just outside the 54-minute mark for their 10K. Camille Bedrowski, Anthony Crowley, Edward Barnes, and James Hook. Alan Well-Beloved, Martin Walker, Abigail Smith and Roland Berry also finish off quite close together now. Louise Ketch, 54.43. Another of the St Albans riders making their way up to the line here. Crossing the line there, Anna Whitehead from Easley, Hertfordshire's most dominant club, running club Easley. Albans riders well represented here today as well. Sonia Jacobs, Olga Geist, Naomi Staines, all just outside 55 minutes now. We've crossed the 55-minute barrier, so the next 5 minutes worth of runners are all going to be people sneaking just under the hour.
Next time, we need to have the other side. This stand in front of us. This is not giving me that.
Excuse me, guys. Can you move that way, please? Sorry, could you help me? We can't see. Thank you.
Gwen Hawkins, Joshua Thomas, Adriana Freschi, very close together now, these guys. 55.40 the time on the clock. But these are the runners we're getting close to now, who will be very pleased to be sneaking under that hour mark. I'm suspecting there's already been lots of personal bests, lots of PBs set out there today. Either for first time 10K runners or for those who have used our superfast course to better their previous personal best. Don't forget, if you're wondering exactly what your time was, take out your smartphone and they are at eventschiptiming.co.uk. Look for the Run Fest at Lee Valley and you will see your time and result. Jen Bull finishing off there in the ladies category in her age group. That was Claire Farrant as well, 56.24 for her. Crossing the line as I speak. Debbie Reed also well inside the hour. Well done, Debbie. Simon Amos, Redmore Lloyd Evans, James Todd, Jim Strongitham, definitely saying that wrong, Sonia Blackett, Delphine Gibbs. We've just crossed the 57-minute mark, folks, so we're looking for these runners to be finishing under the hour now. Sheena Lancaster, also just outside 57 minutes. Lots of runners finishing close together. I can see the best of Lincoln AC there. Hannah Wells, Chuck Boone, Joanna Henker, Dan Hawkins, all finishing close together. You're inside the hour, folks. Well done. 57.38 on the clock as we speak. Just while we have a little bit of a pause in runners coming across the line, I'd please ask people to put all winter in bins or to take it home with them. This is the first time we've run the Run Fest at the White Water Centre. We want to ensure we leave nothing but brilliant memories. So please can you put all litter in the bins provided or take it home with you. Thanks folks. Doris Mutegi finishing there, Kelly Burgess, Chris Snell as well. Lots of runners just sneaking under that hour mark. 58.10. Personal best being set left, right and centre. Finishing off up now a little hill here. Good to see runners finishing arm in arm there, having pushed each other on throughout the distance. Equally good to see runners desperately trying to outsprint each other. Aaron Moxham, David Halcombe, Andrew McGee, Andy Mineral, Angela Keogh, Miranda Padley, all crossing the line. Well done guys. Always good to see runners finishing arm in arm. Well done ladies. Louise Walker, Gemma Thompson, Peter Harmies as well finishing. We've got just 1 minute left of the hour to sweep under there. So it's 59 minutes as we speak. Let's push these runners on. A bit of cheering to get them across the line before that hour mark clocks up. Well done, 59.10 for these guys. Gary Orton, Wendy Redaway, Steve Shakespeare, Laura King. Yolanda Ianu, Luke Rowland, and Gibbon, also all well inside the hour. You have 20 seconds left to finish within the hour now, folks. Let's push these runners on. 15 seconds left to finish within the hour. 59.50 for these runners. Let's push them on up the hill. If you're by the ambulance, give them a real shout now. Let them know you have 5 seconds left. That's 1 hour gone, folks. Very well done, these guys. Tom Baker, Diane Gibbon, Gemma Markham, Claire Gurney, all finishing bang on the hour mark there, or 10 seconds just outside. Zoe Clark, Bintang, Esther Major, Paul Mayer, Natalie Pontic. Great running, you lot. Just outside the hour. Very, very well done today in what is now actually quite warm conditions to be running in, I'm glad to say. It is of course only the 2nd of April today. Jim Kirk finishing off, Tom Hay, great running from you guys as well. Fantastic finishing. Katie Tebbett, Naomi Karufi, Melody Nairn, also just outside the hour. 1 hour, 1 minute, you make it on our official timing. Don't forget, if your Garmin says something different to me, just go to eventtiming.co.uk where you'll see your official finishing time and position. Samantha Gare, Louise Berry, David Smith. So we're up to around about 230th, 240th place now overall in our 10k race. You know what folks, it won't be too long before we start to think about the return of our half marathon runners, of course. Our fastest runners in the half marathon are likely to be somewhere around about the 1 hour 14 mark, so we'll update you on their progress in due course. Meanwhile, Sarah Ockenden, 237th overall, 1 hour 1 minute 29. James Crutchfield, Dara O'Toole, Louise Sock, all finishing really strongly up this mountain of a final climb. Caroline Ezel, Bernard Macheria, Nicholas Green, Joanne Webber, and a big group making their way up to the line now together. If you're watching your friends and relatives in there, do spot them. Guys, if you've just finished, can I ask you to keep moving through because you will likely be hit by runners behind you if you're not careful.
There's a lot of people there that know.
But as soon as you finish, can I ask you to keep moving through the finish line. Keep moving through the finish line after you finish. Great to see so many people celebrating their achievement over the line.
block the finish here, guys, so keep moving through.
Make your way through down towards our beach area.
Gonna block the finish line here, guys.
Judy Blackwell, Sharon Atkinson, Sarah Dibbs all finishing off really strongly. Well done, guys. 1 hour, 2 minutes and 40 seconds.
Medals and water on the left, keep moving through, please. You need to keep on moving through, you're blocking the finish.
Shilpa Patel, Roanna Routledge, also 1 minute, 1 hour, 3 minutes there by the looks of it. Heidi Chetney also finishing off really strongly. Emma Turner, Claire Taylor, lots of ladies pushing themselves on there, competing against each other.
Medals and water on the left, keep moving through.
Another fantastic sprint finish to the line. Claire Taylor crossing, Andy Butler. It looked to me like Anne Riley just getting the better of Stephen Pennington up to the line there. Some super strong sprint finishes as we head back up this little rise to the finish line alongside the legacy course here at the Lee Valley Whitewater Centre.
Keep moving through. Medals and water to the left, keep moving through.
Felicity Pont, Maria Druitt.
When you finish, can you move through, please?
As you cross the line, folks, we ask you to keep moving, make your way back round to the pavilion area. Just a reminder, as I mentioned just before the race, in case you didn't hear, the legacy course has now been turned off. You'll notice there's now no water in it. It's still extremely dangerous, so please do not allow any youngsters to go anywhere near the rope. And do not cross inside the rope, please. We do not want anyone crossing inside the rope.
Excuse me, you're in the middle of the camera.
If possible, the 3 people who just walked inside the rope to cross outside the rope, please do not cross inside the rope, inside the course at any point at all. That's what the signs say. So if I can ask everyone to get back outside the rope, that'd be lovely. That is for your safety and the safety of others. Thanks, folks. Sorry to shout at you over the microphone on this day, but we want to try and stay on the right side of being safe and keep our friends and colleagues at the Lee Valley Whitewater Centre happy. Speaking of being happy, Andrew Wright crossing the line. I think it was Michael Coleridge there. Sorry, Michael Culverhouse. Alia Xhaka. Malcolm McGregor. All finishing around about the 1 hour, 5 minute mark now.
Boys and medals to the left.
More sprint finishes up our rise to the finish line. Olivia Spall, Joe Brown finishing off as well. Lisa McCallum finishing there in 1:05.32. Rumour Sock. Now that has to be the best name of the day. That cannot be somebody's actual name, surely. That's a brilliant name. If your name is Rumour Sock, do come and make yourselves known. I just think you've got the best name ever. You didn't like me, certainly. Rumour Sock finishing off there. Lady, of course, in 314th place. Brilliant, absolutely brilliant. Her mum was just come and told me off. I wasn't suggesting it was weird. I'm saying it's genius. It's a brilliant name. I thought it was just a rumour, but it turns out it's her name. I start all sorts of rumours when I get on the mic. Anyway, finishing off in the pink socks with an unknown Gemma, Daniela Whitman there finishing off, Monica Adams. Please don't be offended if you come round to see who the idiot is on the microphone who said their name wrong. If they have, it's me. I'll do my best to try and get them right as they rock up. Thankfully, there's loads popping up as they cross the line now, around about the 106 mark. Liz Ibbotson, Joe Varley, Angela Brockway. More sprint finishes up to the line. Oliver Romans. Helen Horton finishing off as well in just under 107. Keith Marsden crossing the line as well. Well done, you guys. 10,000 metres in the glorious sunshine of Lee Valley Country Park this morning. You should be rightly proud and exalted as well. Grab yourself an ice cream, cold drink, hot drink from the pavilion there. and enjoy being at an Olympic venue. If you've never been to an Olympic venue before, welcome to the Light Water Centre. This, of course, was the scene of glorious gold medal winning achievements during the London 2012 Games
medal to the
on the
left.
Olympic course, and now it is an incredibly busy place for outdoor activity, not just paddle sport, rafting, aquathlons, running events, just as all of Lee Valley Regional Park Authority's venues are great hives for people to enjoy the great legacy of our Olympics. So if you're wondering what Olympic legacy is all about, this is what it's about, folks. It's about Olympic venues being turned back to you to be able to enjoy. Podium presentation will be in 5 minutes, just behind the Active Training World tent. So if you were in the top 3 men's or women's finishing positions in the 10K, podium presentation will be in 5 minutes, just behind the finish line.
What was the medal to the left? What was the medal to the left?
How would where would you have their names? Would you be on a computer or will you have on your phone?
Well done, what was the medal to the left? What was the medal to the left? Well done, what was the medal to the left?
Andrea Taylor crossing the line now. These guys are just inside the 1 hour 10-minute mark.
Well done, what was the medal to the left?
70-minute mark, if you like. Jenny Pedley crossing the line there. 109.29. That's the last of our runners, I'd say, who are going to be under the 110 mark. Gradually, as the next few tens of minutes go by, we'll be starting to think about the finish of our half marathon as well. Don't forget they were off at 10 o'clock. So I'd be saying around about 11:15 we'll be seeing the winners of our half marathon coming through. My guess is that the male winner of the half marathon will be in something like 1 hour 14 or 1 hour 15 minutes. So actually, around about not far off the same time that we're now looking at for this 10-kilometre race. That really is impressive. Gives you an idea. They've done 2 laps out there, our half marathon runners, and a large number of them will be on their 2nd lap already before they come back in here for the final round, run around the centre.
Just to let you know, I didn't do the full. Oh, right, okay.
Get out.
Do you think?
What was the medal to the left?
I did the half marathon loop and then.
I got to check the camera here. You're fine.
You come second. He's come second. Someone won it then. That is saying he's come second half marathon. That's worth noting. Someone's already saying. You cheated. You didn't win.
What is the medal to the left? Keep moving through.
Still got runners finishing in the 10K now as we speak. We are around about 20 minutes
Ian, all right?
Yeah, I'm good, mate. How are you? They finish in exactly the same place as our 10K runners. Still plenty of runners coming in now for the 10K, having challenged themselves out there around the country park.
It's not great for us. I think when they get to the line.
Yeah. Yeah, whenever you're ready. Will it go through there?
Well done. What are the medals to the left?
Jump in that corner, Jess. Yeah, there's no problem to that.
James,
Yeah.
the medals, do you want me to start unplasticking them? They're giving them out
We
in...
are ready for our podium presentation
They're in the plastic.
for our 10-kilometre race. I'm just waiting to be handed the names, and then we'll be presenting prizes to our top 3 men and our top 3 ladies in the 10K. But we'll deal with our men first, so I hope our top 3 from our men's race are here already. In third place, we had Gareth Allen in a time of 37.25. Where's Gareth? Fantastic running, Gareth. Event director James Shipley is going to be handing out these, and he'll be giving all the male runners a nice big kiss. Make the most of it, boys. In a time of 36.52, in second place in the Lee Valley Runfest 10K, Matthew Woodman. Hopefully Matthew Woodman's still around, might be completing his warm down. Matt Woodman. Okay, we'll hang on to Matthew's prize. If anyone knows Matt Woodman or Matthew Woodman, we have his second place here. Our winner, who came through with a very clear lead in the men's 10K in a time of 34.34, Craig Halsey. Craig Halsey, I can see him. Craig, get yourself in here for your prize, mate. Craig Halsey winning the Lee Valley Runfest 10K in 34.34. Clear winner. Well clear of second place there as well. Just bringing up the women's finishing times. Also, we had an equally dominant winner in the women's race, well clear of the rest of the field. And in, I think, about 10th or 11th place overall as well, our winner in the women's 10K. In third place in the women's Runfest 10K in a time of 47.03, Victoria Nicolay. Or Nicolai. Victoria Nicolai. 47.03. Victoria not here? Victoria, blissfully unaware of her podium position, tucking into a flat jack as we speak. There she is, taking her podium place. There's nothing like surprising someone as they walk past you. In second place in the women's Runfest 10K in a time of 46.22, Catherine Kath Harris. Catherine Kath Harris, is she here? We're not going to surprise another one as they walk past munching on a flat jack. Okay, our very clear winner, I can see her over there, well clear of the other ladies, in a time of 39.36, Karen Murphy. Karen Murphy from Barnet and District Athletics Club. I saw her completing her regular warm down just now. Great running by Karen. Well, folks, I'd say we're only around about 15 minutes from the finish of our half marathon now. I'd say our winner will probably be in something like 1 hour 14, 1 hour 15 perhaps. I have my ideas about who it might be, but we'll see. We do have age group prizes for the 10K as well as the half marathon. And I'll give you those names in just a moment. So age group winners. So the first of our age group prizes we're going to be presenting is somebody we've seen just now anyway. Winner of the Women's 40, Karen Murphy. The winner of the Women's 50, Lucy Kennedy. Lucy Kennedy, get yourself over here. Good to hear the Lucy Kennedy fan club are in the house. Or outside the house, I should say. Down at the pavilion, well done Lucy. Lucy representing yourtown.co.uk. Women's 60 winner, Elaine Christodoulou. I've got her name wrong once already, and I'll do it again. Well done, Elaine. Elaine Christodoulou. winner of the women's 60. Don't forget, if you're good enough to win age group prizes, we'll have an estimated guess of what your age is as you come out. So if you find it embarrassing, well, my advice is don't be so good. We're moving on to the men now, the men's age group prizes. First of which will be the men's 40, and it's Russell Brown was the winner there. Russell Brown. He'll know he was right up there in that race as well. Winner of the men's male 40 age group prize. Well done, Russell. Next up will be the men's 50, and that was Martin Copland. Martin Copland taking the win in the M50. So we're just checking that, it might not be Martin Copland, we'll be checking that one. Winner of the men's 50 was in fact Paul Redaway. There you go, Paul. You're lucky I'm so attentive. I do believe we had a road chip timing chip which was sitting in the box next to the computer, and I don't know who kept coming, who finished about every 5th or 6th place. Well done, Paul. Paul from Broxbourne Runners, of course, the classic blue and green. So the next winner we'll be looking for is the winner of the male 60.
Oh, I can't remember where to go.
And the winner of the male 60 was Mick Wise. Mick Wise still around? It'd be unwise to have gone so soon, but Mick Wise was our winner in the M60. Don't forget, of course, if you have finished, we've got a couple more age group prizes to hand out. Matthew Woodman has appeared. Apparently he was on the slab having a good rub from the massage team. He was our second place male overall. Matthew Woodman is going to receive his second place 10k prize overall. Folks, don't forget, I would say we're around about 10 minutes now from the first finisher coming in for the half marathon. They finish exactly the same place as this. That will probably be a male runner, but you never know, we've got some real quality there amongst the ladies. And we certainly have some male runners in that half marathon who are capable of running somewhere around about 1:14, 1:15 perhaps. You'll notice that our legacy whiteboard course is switched back on again now. We'll have some paddlers making their way around that over the next hour or so. If you're interested in getting involved in any of the whitewater activities that happen here, just make your way back down to the main terrace, pop in there. They've got lots of leaflets and information about what you need to do to get involved with all the whitewater sport that happens at the Whitewater Centre. We'll have a chat with our friends at the Visit Lee Valley tent just down by the finish line. They'll be able to tell you more about all of the Lee Valley venues right the way up and down Lee Valley Regional Park. Just as a reminder, all of the results are available live as we speak at event.chiptiming.co.uk online. Just so you're aware, the link to it is actually on your race number already. So take the race number off, have a little look at it, and we'll tell you exactly where those results are already. He's back off the slab, he's had a good leg rub, and he's taken for a second place overall in this 10k. Matthew finished off really strongly, and the slightly bit tired. He's done a sensible thing, he's gone and had a sports massage straight away up outside the pavilion. There he is receiving his second place overall. Well, that's our prize getting done for the day, folks. I hope you enjoy the 10k. Do stay around and watch the finish of the half marathon and enjoy the delights of the pavilion and of course our beach area as well. I do believe my children are in there somewhere going in the sand, so get yourselves in there and enjoy it. While we finish up with just the last few runners now coming in this 10k, having achieved 10,000 metres of Glory and pain around the Lee Valley Country Park.
Well done!
Thanks, James.
Yeah, he's alright.
Hey, John, mate.
We have the prize presentation for second overall in our women's 10k race. Catherine Harris. Second place overall in the ladies 10k. Well, I have good authority that our leader in the half marathon is already making their way back across the showground, so we should see them coming into the Whitewater Centre any time now. They have a lead biker. I'll be able to give you the name of our leader. Currently, we're running, the clock to get to the finish line is the 10k clock, so I would ignore that time completely. So please ignore the clock which is running at the finish line. That is not the half marathon time, that is in fact the 10k time. Our half marathon started at 10 o'clock, so we're running at 1 hour 10 at the moment. I did say I expect the winner to probably be at about 1:14, maybe 1:15, and I can see him already. There he is on the far side of the course. That is the leader of our half marathon, making their way around the edge of the Whitewater Centre now. He really is motoring. I think he's going to be inside the 1:14, maybe even 1:13. Let's see. We think it's Fabian Downs. We think this is Fabian Downs leading the half marathon. He is miles in the lead. He's on 1:12.53. He's not going to be far outside 1:13. This is an elite time we're seeing here today, folks. We have to make sure we put our hands together and really cheer Fabian Downs up to the line here. That's much quicker than I thought our fastest time would be today, and he looks like he's running a 5k, not a half marathon. This is a seriously good run at the front here. Fabian Downs takes the little turn up to the finish line here. 13. This looks like Fabian Downs taking the line. He's going to be in 1:12.57.58. Under 1:13. 1:12.58 there for Fabian Downs, our winner. 1:13. Fabian Downs taking it in 1:13.40 or thereabouts. 1:13.40.
Fabian, do you want to come back over to this tent so I can grab a word with you?
52, 53, 54, 55.
Fabian Downs, our winner, folks. Put your hands together for him again once before we speak to him. Fabian
Fabian or Fabian?
Fabian.
Fabian, fantastic run, really, really well done. How did it feel out there? Were you out there by yourself the whole time?
Sort of last 19 hours on my own, just following the bike.
So you're about 1:13.40, I think. What's your PB?
1:07.
Whoa! Did you hear that, folks? So just say that again. What's your PB?
1:07.
1 hour, 7 minutes. Check it out. That's impressive, isn't it? So basically, you ran really badly this morning, right? That's what we're hearing.
1:11.43.
1:11.43 was your time. So he's well outside of his PB. You're slack. You should be running quicker. What is wrong? Where did you set your 1:07? That's really impressive.
Last year
Whereabouts?
in Switzerland.
In Switzerland. Okay. So your name's Fabian. Are you English or are you? From whereabouts do you hail?
From England, but I lived in Switzerland last 4 years now. So originally from around here.
Well, this course is pretty flat, so you must have been going very, very well when you ran your 1:07. Was that a flattish course or downhill perhaps?
It was a flat course. Today was the bits on the gravel and so a little bit tougher, but yeah, it's very flat so far. I didn't want to push it 100%.
Mate, you look fantastic when you're finishing. I see that you run for Chiltern Harriers. Whereabouts are you from? Whereabouts are you living?
Buckinghamshire near Amersham.
Amersham, so plenty of hills. Having lived in Switzerland and then living in the Chilterns, you're obviously well conditioned with your hill running. I can see our second place runner coming in here. Fabian, well done. Fabian, sorry. We'll see you back on the podium shortly. Well done.
His name's Thomas Grimes. He's from Thomas Grimes.
I have on good authority that Thomas Grimes is following up here. He's running on 1:14.04 at the moment. Here comes Thomas Grimes, coming up the finish line. Up to the finish line, I should say. Thomas Grimes also finishing off really strong. Look at that sprint finish. You wouldn't even know he'd been running half a marathon. 1:14.19 out of it there. I'm guessing from his celebration it may well be a personal best. What a lightning quick finish. You would not know these guys have been running half a marathon. I can see our final podium place about to be taken. It's yet another man making his way up to the finish line here to finish the half marathon. 1:14.42, he's inside that magical 1:15 mark. Thomas Grimes, of course, having finished off, and that was Glenn Turner taking third place overall in the half marathon. Well done, Glenn. Great running. Tony Ribbon finishing off her 10k as well. Here comes our fourth place runner up the line now. Lots of these runners, of course, from very well-known running clubs. This runner from Highgate Harriers, I do believe. Just waiting for a name check on our, I think, fourth place runner there. Rob Winwood, that was Rob Winwood. He is 7th place overall. Well done, Rob. Don't forget, podium presentations will be just behind the active training log head by the finish line when we're ready. I'll let you know when that is. Lisa Baggy finishes off her 10k. I said there'd be a little bit of overlapping here. We've had some really, really fast times in for our half marathon. That's a lot quicker than I thought it would be today, actually. I thought we'd be more with the winners around about the 1:15 mark. Here comes a man who I picked as being a potential likely winner or podium place runner. Blake Vivian making his way up to the finish line now for the Northern Striders. He's going to be just outside the 1:16 mark. It's still very respectable, not as quick as he's done before, but he's still looking very fresh as he heads to the line. Blake Vivian finishing off to take what will be 8th place overall. Well done, Blake, from the super strong Northern Striders, of course. Blake leading out as they head out, of course, leading out in that lead group of 8. I'm just presuming our podium runners were in that lead group. Of course, we don't know. There'll be some runners who've worked their way through over the course of that race. I did say that lead group did head out very, very quickly. I was mentioning at the beginning about some recent research by Dr. Andy Lane, which said that the ideal pacing for a marathon, those of you who are heading towards London, is to be within 4% of your overall time in the first kilometre, and within 5% slower than your average time in that final kilometre. So actually evening out your pacing is always the best way to go. Having said that, when you start a race like this, it's very, very easy, isn't it, to get caught up in that early pace of really pushing it. You are, of course, running around the outside of an Olympic venue in front of a fantastic crowd before you head off into a wonderfully tranquil and beautiful Lee Valley Country Park, a place that all of you who've run will know very well now, particularly the half marathon runners who've done 2 laps around it. I hope you've enjoyed the country park. It's a glorious place to run, ride, picnic and explore with the family. But it's also a fantastic place to push yourself hard. So that's getting towards completing our top 10 now really for our half marathon.
Doing on a battery on that in a minute or not? Got to think about where I put the battery. I did charge it last night.
So Blake Diven, I mentioned there, took 8. Using 1:16.46. I know it's a little bit slower than he's done before, so Blake possibly getting tougher out there. Some of the runners a little bit more disappointed with their finishing time so far, but that just shows you the quality of the runners we have here. They've come to a flat, fast course to get as fast a time as possible. And all the way down the field today, I know there will be personal best being set. Either personal best being beaten or personal best being set. It's the first time people have finished a half marathon.
In case anyone switched from the half to the 10k, I know that they're guys.
So did it start?
Let's start in Brailsford Park. I know we picked up the finish there, mate. We've got the start. We want the start bar. Don't tell anybody. Let's go to the start bar. Yeah, you don't need to start high modified. It's reading start to finish file now, isn't it? We want the start bar. Yeah. Not 9.5, it's 10. You're going to see it as well, you'll need to know. They might tell you what.
A little bit of a gap back now to the next to our finishers, this runner from Garden City Runners, in Wayne Garden City of course. Taking 9th place overall, Paul Davies from GCR Garden City Runners. Just behind him in 10th place overall from the Ealing Eagles, Tom Easton. Tom Easton from the Ealing Eagles takes 10th. 1:20.21 or thereabouts from Paul, Tom even. Tom Easton topping out our top 10. We are of course looking for our first lady, our first female finisher in the half marathon. So about the 1:30 mark, we'll start to see some big groups of runners coming in at the moment. They're still trickling in one by one. Gradually they'll start to build to a crescendo. Around about 1:30, 1:40, that sort of time, there should be a lot of runners coming through. A triumphant finish, looking like a PB there as well in 1:22. That was Peter Harvey taking 11th place in 1:22 in the half marathon. Just behind him, running for the Royal Air Force, Andy Taylor. Andy Taylor finishing in 12th place overall.
It's saying it's going to replace the start file. That's the one from the 945 one.
Samuel King taking, I think, 13th place there overall. Another fantastic name, keep me on my toes. Samuel King taking 13th. 14 here for the Barnet District Running Club, or Barnet District Athletics Club, I should say. David Kraut, and 3 up sprint for the Lions. Someone's got to dip for it, someone has to dip for it, surely. Coming in together, these 3 from East London runners, 2 of the East London runners at least. Alexander B, George Mears, Spencer Evans. Just behind them, the run on the east side. Now we start to get activity towards the 1:30 mark. Bigger groups coming in together. Ash Abra, Paul Cook, Neil Swift. That tops out our top 20 folks. That's the 20th position come in there. 1:24. This looks like our first lady coming up here, and it is Lucy Charles. I said she was in the field. Lucy Charles is our first lady in 1:23. Lucy Charles, of course, a professional Ironman triathlete. Fantastic run from Lucy. She's run down here plenty of times before, I think. I know she's certainly done the aquathlons down here. She'll know the route pretty well. Well done, Lucy. See if we can grab a word with you in just a moment. Well, Lucy, when you've caught your breath, come back into the tent here and we'll grab a quick word with you, as you are our female winner. Lucy taking 21st place overall as well as first lady. Antonia Morea taking 22nd overall there. Lucy Charles, I'm calling you back over here. I'm looking at you. Turn around. You can't get away that easily, and you know that. Unfortunately, you're building a bit of a habit here of winning races where I happen to be the commentator, and I know to grab you. First of all, folks, can I hear you put your hands together for our winner of the half marathon in, what, 20 or 21st place overall, Lucy Charles. Lucy, you know it well around here, so I know you've run around here a fair bit. How did you find it today, and how did you find the course, first of all?
Yeah, it was a great course. It was nice and flat. The towpath had a little bit of a headwind, but apart from that, it was pretty good, pretty fast, and yeah, I'm happy with that time.
Now, I mentioned to everyone earlier, you're a professional Ironman athlete, so running the marathon is a fine thing for you. It must have been like a breeze today, because you're used to having just done an enormous swim, 112-mile bike ride, and then you run the marathon. So this is just a half marathon. This is a breeze in the park for you. It's just like a little morning run, isn't it?
I don't know, I think you probably would think that, but I tend to find this a lot worse because it's so much more intense and you're you're going as hard as you can for just over an hour, whereas I'm used to kind of settling into a bit more comfortable zone for around 10 hours and then the Ironman distance. So yeah, this is pretty different, and I'd say it's a lot tougher, so everyone who did this should probably a bit more hardcore than I am.
You didn't hear Lucy correctly. You don't know her that well. When she says racing for 10 hours, she's talking about racing for 10 hours. Don't forget, that's at elite level. She's right up there at the top of the sport in the women's game. 10 hours is a really lightning quick time. A lot of Ironman athletes will be out there for 18, 17 hours on crazy times. But what's your next race up, Lucy? Because really this is part of your training and build-up, isn't it? What's the next biggie?
So 3 weeks yesterday, I've got a half Ironman in Gran Canaria, so that will be a half marathon run at the end. So if I can run that sort of time off the bike, I'll be really chuffed. So yeah, I'm feeling in good shape for that, and that's part of the European Challenge Series, so that's the first race. So yeah, really excited.
Can I just stop you a second? So when you do that half marathon in Gran Canaria in a few weeks' time, what have you got to have done on the swim and bike before you run that fast? Just tell everyone.
So we've got a 1900 metre swim and then a 90-kilometre bike ride to do, and then you've got your half marathon at the end.
90 kilometres on the bike, that's about 60 miles, folks, and that's not just a ride, that's tucked down into a super aerodynamic position, absolutely withering it, isn't it? Guys, let's offer our support to Lucy Charles. If you don't know her already, follow her on Twitter, look her up. She is a local athlete from just down the road, and she is one of our best Ironman prospects for a long time and for a long time to come. So follow Lucy, make the most of following her career. We're very, very lucky to have her in Hertfordshire. Well done, Lucy.
Well done. Oh, thank you very much. Well done. Christina.
Don't forget, clothing presentations for men's and women's races will be probably around about 7-8 minutes time now behind this tent, just by the finish line.
Don't look like you need a ran. Thank you, you look fresh. Oh, that's cool.
Before we do it,
Very cool.
great, I want to bring the kids there. Yeah, it's all brilliant.
Simon Cranmer crossing the line, Jason Haskey as well. Don't forget, folks, if you're now finishing and thinking, where did I finish, where can I get the times? Pull out your smartphone, get someone else to, and just go to eventshiptiming.co.uk. The live results are going up on there. I'm looking at it as I speak on a laptop, and you can get it on a smartphone very easily. Eventshiptiming.co.uk. The link to it is on either the front or the back of with your race number, so just look there. And here we are around about that 1:30 mark. I can see runners making their way around the lake as we speak. Watching up there, James Croft, Michael Brooks.
Then we did the one that was the start promotion there, and you guys did the second one there.
Jim Puffleton just coming across the line there as well.
That's pretty cool. Look at this place, it's awesome. Pretty good, isn't it? It's like, fucking now, I'm going to have awesome. Straight legs.
Palm at the end there.
What is that going to picture? I definitely
59, 98.
Did you have it reading about 9:30?
Yeah, really good.
Do you remember, is it about 9:30 start? I think that's the right part.
Yeah, I don't think so, because... No, hang on there. So there's that one there, then go to the kick home.
Neil Fish has finished while I was away from the mic there. 37th place overall in 1:31.44, I do believe. Anthony Wilcox just crossing the line 1:31 also. John Scott just crossing the line to complete his half marathon. 1:31:52 for John. You're watching the fantastic white water sport happening in front of us here. Just have a chat with our friends at Visit Lee Valley Sand. Just behind our finish line here, they will tell you the best way of putting yourselves on and getting yourself inducted. This is our legacy course. This course you're looking at in front of you here by the finish line was actually built alongside the Olympic course, which was used for the 2012 Games, of course, to provide for an entry to whitewater sport, of course.
Oh yeah.
17, yeah?
So I'll use my training for the editor.
Jonathan Lyons crossing the line in 1:32:47. Just behind him, Chris Stokes, 1:32:53 as well, competing in half marathons. Personal best being set left, right and centre, I know, all morning. And for some of these runners, of course, this will be training. This will be part of their marathon training as they build up to London or one of the other big city marathons, perhaps. It's the perfect way to do it. Still some very fast finishing going on here at the sharp end of this field. We're running at the 1:33 mark here, 1 hour 33 minutes. James Collins coming in, Tim Saban taking 43rd place. We're still inside the top 50 here today. Andrew Wright taking 48th place in 1:33. Richard Bird 46th in 1:33:53. So we're inside 1:34 now.
Well, I just get a plug rest now. I think they're good shit.
Benjamin Eriksson takes 47th. Simon Beckett takes 48th. Another of our ladies here finishing for London Eastside. Mayan Khosravi, I think that was there. Khosravi, excuse me. Well done, Mariam. Mariam Khosravi taking 50th place, I do believe, overall. Sorry, 49th place overall. It should be well up amongst the ladies, of course, as well. Don't forget, those who've already finished, there are sports massages up on the terrace. Fantastic sprint finish between these runners here to the line. Chris Gitcher, Tim Olakowski, Ian French finishing off as well. We are delighted to say ready to do our podium presentations for our men's race and our ladies' top 3 overall, I do believe. If there was one moment, we'll move the microphone around and I'll be able to let you know who our podium place finishes are. So if you know you finished in the top 3 in the men's or women's half marathon, or if you've won your age group as well, because there are age group prizes. We've had the top 50 in now, so we are presuming most of the people are still around the finish line. We'll be doing that presentation in just a moment. So our podium presentation is just behind the Active Training World 10 by the finish line. The event director James Shipley will be there to kiss both men and women alike. He's not bothered. As long as they take a prize, from him, he's always glad to give a nice big kiss and a cup. Podium finisher, men's or women's race. If you think you've won your age group, just make your way over to behind the Active Training World 10. There's a certain void of people here right now, but we hope people will start to gather.
26 minutes.
So our top 3 men in the half marathon. In third place in a fantastic time. All these times are excellent. Our top 3, top 10 in fact. Really quick. In 1:14:48, Glenn Turner. Glenn Turner taking third place in 1:14:48 in the half marathon. Turn around a little bit. So we'll hold Glenn's prize for him. In second place in a time of 1:14.21, not too far ahead of Glenn Turner in fact, was Thomas Grimes. Thomas Grimes taking second place in 1:14.21. And our winner overall, I'm looking around because I know he was going for a warm down. I'm thinking he may be in the vicinity. It's in a time of 1:11.43, Fabian Downs. I had a chat with him on the mic afterwards. He said he was going off for a little warm down. Possibly his warm down was a good 20-30 minutes. It's gone none other than that. Fabian Downs was our winner. We have at least grabbed a word with him, which is handy. When he comes back, we'll be sure to present his first place for him. So of course, lining up next will be our top 3 podium women's half marathon. I'll have those names to you in just one moment.
Do I get a trophy? I'm still waiting for last week.
And I have the ladies' podium, the women's podium here. In third place in a time of 1:27.51 and taking the first of our podium slots, Sarah Swan. Sarah Swan in 1:27.51. She receives her trophy and her prize. Well, cash prizes today. I should have mentioned that earlier. There's quite significant cash prizes as well. Rightly so, for an event of this size and an Olympic venue, they are picking up trophies and money. So whether you like it or not, if you're a podium finisher today, you're technically a professional athlete because you are being paid for your performances. Not bad, eh? Second place in a time of 1:27.14 was Alexandra Longton. I can hear some cheering, so I think she's in the vicinity, which is always good to know. Alexandra Longton takes second place in a time of 1:27.14. She is receiving an envelope stuffed full of cash and her prize as well, of course. Top prize, I've mentioned that these guys are all being paid for their podium positions today. Top lady is not only receiving money, but she is a professional athlete herself. And a dominant run she had here in the half marathon. I think she's still around, I've seen her somewhere. I chatted to her on the mic just now in a time of 1:24.24, taking I think 20th place overall as well. Lucy Charles, 20th or thereabouts. Lucy gone for a warm down? It's quite possible. Yes. We'll just wait for Lucy Charles to come back to us to take her first place. Fabian has arrived back and he is ready to receive his first place in the half marathon. Fabian Downs. Having completed his warm down. Well, there we go. For the moment that completes our podiums. We do have age group prizes to present as well. We'll work our way through those now. There is a prize for the winners in each of the age categories, starting I believe at 14 and above. First, women's 40, back on the podium, Sarah Swan. She receives yet another medal in another presentation box there for women's 40 category. Women's 50 prize goes to Lindsay Mead. Lindsay Mead, is she still here? Lindsay Mead taking the win in the women's 50 category. We'll come back to any other women's age group prizes as and when we're ready. We'll be moving on to the men's age group prizes now. Runners coming in thick and fast all the time now in the half marathon. We'll do our best to update you on some names as we go. Men's 40 winner, Paul Davies. Is Paul Davies here? I'll wait for Paul Davies to come and claim his prize. Paul, I believe Davis from the Biggleswade AC. Here he comes, hobbling over. Let's hope he's not injured, he's just tired. Don't forget, you can get sport therapy up at the terrace up there. Our friends from SV Therapy will sort your legs out. Paul Davies taking the win in the M. Surprised with his age group win there. We're just shuffling a few of these age group prizes here. Neil Swift is in fact the winner of the men's 50. Thank you Paul for pointing that out, helping us along the way with that. Don't forget we're doing these results as quick as we can, straight after the finish. Neil Swift taking the win in the men's 50. Neil not here, we're just going to move on to the next age category prize now. That's the last of our age group prizes for now, folks. We're going to wait for some of our other competitors to finish before we come back to some of the other age groups. As for now, don't forget, you have just finished going yourself a sports massage with SV Therapy up on the terrace. The cafe is open at the pavilion in the park, so our Lee Valley colleagues are running the cafe in the pavilion down here right next to the sound bit. So grab yourself some food, grab yourself a drink. Please don't forget going forward that we're a fair way off yet, but the car park, the competitive car park does close at 2 PM, so you'll need to get your car out before then. But personally, I would strongly advise you to stay around, enjoy the paddle sport that's happening in front of you, and then if you want to, go for a stroll or a walk to ease those aching muscles around the country park, because your supporters may well not be in there yet. It's a lovely place to go. So go and explore the Lee Valley Country Park itself and have a chat with our Lee Valley Regional Park colleagues as well about other sports and activities you can get involved with in the Lee Valley itself.
From this box? The other two over there.
That one and that one. Oh, you have to do this. I'm going to get back to it. Where's the
Stephen Charles coming in, Simon Magden Bogan. Colin Willis-Croft finishing as well. We're up to somewhere around about 8 people having finished so far in the half marathon.
Man, there's a little box, man. You need to get change the battery in that in a minute, yeah? Which one? Which one? Spare battery.
Well done.
Fantastic to see some utterly spent finishers coming across the line here. It's the way it should be. Half marathons aren't for the ordinary, trust me. Neither is 10k, neither is 5k. These people are out there challenging themselves to their limits, pushing themselves to see what their body's capable of. We want to see you finishing with a smile, we also want to see you finishing absolutely wasted. And it means you've wrung yourself out and made the most of today's event. Particularly if it's part of your training, this will be a really, really key training session for some of these guys and girls as they build towards marathons and other targets throughout the year, Ironman races. For others, this is a major pinnacle in itself. For some people, this will be the first half marathon they've ever run. For a crazy few, this might even be the first running race they've ever run. So there'll be some big personal bests being set on this flat, fast course today. But also a lot of personal challenges being laid down. A lot of demons being argued with out there as they do that second lap, as they finish this little rise up to the finish line. It's great to see all sorts being conquered around the Lee Valley Country Park. Jim Brown finishing as he came across the line there. Clive Roker, Nicola Robertson as well. All inside the top 100 guys, well done. Members of the Hodgson Tri-Club come up to the line, chatting, looking around and smiling. Stop smiling, lads, you're not here to enjoy yourselves. You don't think you're out to have fun. You want to see pain. Always good to see the Hodgson Tri-Club out in good numbers and enjoying themselves, even as other runners come sprinting past them to the line. Always good venue, folks. It's not just any old park. This is the Lee Valley Country Park in the Lee Valley Regional Park, and it's littered now with Olympic legacy, and you are very much part of that today.
We got a load of stuff like
Greg Bell crossing the line for 117th place, just under the 150 barrier there. Kevin Hart as well, 119th. Daniel Smith, 120th place for Daniel. This is the first of your Active Training World events. I say first, if you look at the calendar, you'll see all sorts of opportunities to do more and much more. Go to activetrainingworld.co.uk and you'll see running events, triathlons, Active Training World, and their mentor and leader James Shipley are in charge of the Hertfordshire County Triathlon Championships. But they also run aquathlons, duathlons, running races. There is, of course, the final round of the Ashridge Duathlon Series just on the end of the children. If you're into a bit of cycling and running, I strongly advise getting there. In case you've had enough of my tones today on the mic, I am, of course, the commentator on a number of those races. And I'd love to see some of you guys get on the bike as well, getting involved in duathlon. Duathlon being, of course, the greatest sport known to man or woman. And the Ashridge Duathlon Series, run by Active Training World, is one of the very, very best. The first time it's been run this year, just one more to go. It's about April 20th. If you go to activetrainingworld.co.uk, you'll see all the details about it there. Looking at Active Training World calendar, James Shipley and his crew now run so many races. There really is a whole year's worth of events there for you to get involved with. If you've enjoyed the organisation and the slick nature of today's event, this Olympic venue will be treated in much the same as all the Active Training World events. While I'm waffling away, Claire Brown finishing off, Dave Stevens as well, Daniel Smith, Kevin Hart, all finishing their half marathon journey this Sunday morning. Not a bad way to get off to a start. It's not even midday yet, folks. I've got the rest of the day to bliss out in the sunshine and enjoy a slap-up lunch, knowing you seriously earned it, haven't you? I'll just say, if you've not been to the Lee Valley White Water Centre before, you are at the first, I do believe it was the first London 2012 Olympic venue to reopen after the Games. I think it was open just within a matter of weeks. I was very, very lucky to be working myself actually for Lee Valley Regional Park Authority, running their cycling activities at the time. And I was here during the Olympics to see gold medals being won on this course, and then I was back here and it reopened to the public as well, to be used for community rafting and lots of the white water activities you can see happening today. But these venues are not just for the sport they were intended for during the Games, of course. They are here to be enjoyed for the likes of runners, cyclists and all sorts of other activities, finishing here, of course, within the country park itself. While I'm talking, Terry Warren finishing off, Katie Kemba, Simon Hawkins and James Kemba also finishing across the line. We're still inside 135th place. The last finisher there, James Campbell, was 134th overall. Still inside the 2 hour mark. 153 right now, so we'll be getting towards some runners who are trying to get under that 2 hour mark. Lots of personal bests being set. 153.20 as we speak. Just 5 minutes left to sneak inside that 2 hour barrier. These guys are right inside it, 155.02. Gordon Rayling, Alan Keats, Jan Hayden, you guys are in the inside 2 hour club, as they all are, of course. But every time you get nearer to one of those magical barriers, you'll start to see runners who are looking at the clock and looking at their watches, just trying to sneak inside those personal bests or the targets they've set themselves. This is a pretty fast, flat course. In fact, it's a very flat course. The slope up to the finish line really is the mountain on the course. There's not much more than that, except where you go over the bridges, over the river. And these runners finish off really strongly. Also slightly up and into the wind as well, I do believe. 155.39 for these runners. Ian McDonald, Janice Walker, Paula Mummery also finishing off 158th place now.
Come on, Sarah! Come on, Janine!
Patrick Cratton.
Come on, girls!
Across the line. Sarah Giles and Janine Durham finishing together in 160th and 161st. Don't forget, if you're looking for finishing positions and timing, all you need to do is go to eventtiming.co.uk. The link to where they are is on the front or back, I do believe, of your numbers. That will give you live updated results as they happen. So please don't be asking any of our marshals where the results are. They are all at eventtiming.co.uk.
You did this, yes. You got it? Yeah, I have. Yeah, but you're a bit under it. Yeah, that's right, so I thought it was 12 o'clock, so yeah. Thank you very much. Cheers.
You've got it down straight away. It's brilliant, isn't it, really?
Liam Butcher's finishing off 167th place, 157.22. We're getting towards that 2 hour barrier, folks. So that means that you've got to push those runners on up the last rise here. We've now got 2.5 minutes to get inside the 2 hour barrier. Jane you. Babs Kedge as well, finishing off. Chantel Nathalie. Deborah Meek, 172nd place. David Holmes. Leslie Finley, 173rd. 1:58.06. 2 minutes left inside those 2 hours for the half marathon. Tracy Stratford decides to just walk across the line there. Very sensible Tracy, no sprint finish needed there. 175th place and 1:58. 90 seconds left to finish inside the 2-hour barrier. Let's push these people around the last little bit from the car park up to the finish line. Riley Frost, that was finishing off. Neil Moses, 178. And Ramiguez Marach takes 179.9. Very good with these pronunciations. Almost certainly wrong. Just make one of them, Naomi Prasad. Chris Williams, 1:59.11. We're inside that last minute to take you inside the 2-hour barrier, so hopefully start with too many hands if you want to get inside 2 hours. 1:58.23. There's the clock. I can see people craning their necks to see it. Let's cheer these guys on. They're just going to finish inside the 2 hours. 1:58.30. 30 seconds left to finish inside 2 hours. Let's push these runners on all the way to the line. 20 seconds left now. Any runners coming up the finishing hill there? I think I can see one. 1:59.45. 15 seconds left to finish inside 2 hours for these 2 runners. 10 seconds left. If you want to raise a sprint to finish inside the 2 hours, you can. You've got 5 seconds left. 2, 1. You've done it deliberately, haven't you? 2 hours on the dot. Well done, you two. I'll tell you who they were. My huge screen goes back up. I think that was, oh, it looks like a couple. Chris Gowing and Vinetta Gowing crossing the line together in 2 hours dead. This must mean something, folks. It's either they're lucky there or they've got exceedingly good timing. 2 hours on the dot. If they try and tell me their target was 2 hours, I do not believe it. Luke Briscoe just outside the 2-hour mark as well. Helen Hayes as well. Oliver Castorina slipping in there between the two of them.
Come on. Get out the way. Come on, tap, tap.
Helen Hayes, Luke Briscoe, Laura Higgs, Gwen Wright, Rachel Collier, Yurachin Khan, Cheryl Weatherly, all inside the top 200, but only just 195th place crossing the line there so far. 2 hours, 1 minute and 20 seconds. Kimberly Mangleshot, 196th place overall in this Lee Valley Run Fest half marathon. Crossing the line with her arms in the air as well was Dawn Smith, taking 198th place. This is topping out the top 200 now. Adam Penko, 199th, and congratulations, Elizabeth Price, you are 200th place overall. James Piper, Pete Davies finishing up as well. A little sprint finish between people who've run the whole way around together. There they are across the line. Nicholas Strick, Daniel Burkhart, Surigo, Susan Hayden. Do make sure you remember, folks, if you have just crossed the line, there'll be runners sprinting in behind you. If you keep moving past the finish line, try not to walk back and cross the finish line. That would be a great help as well. That's why we keep things safe. Also, another reminder, if you have young people with you, children, anyone in fact, please do not cross the ropes and stand on the water side of the ropes. If you do, you have to be signed off by our Lee Valley colleagues, and you have to be wearing a life jacket as well. So please don't cross the ropes at all. Thank you. Mariel Hutchinson in 2:02.42. Jen Slater just crossed the line a bit later, 2:03.15 in fact. Again, Davies, 2:03.26. 212 place in the half marathon. Just behind Colin Hardy. 2:03, David Dixon taking 216th place as well.
Yeah, they're little kind of like they're not doing long distances. They're just doing like they're doing like little stuff.
Kyle Jacobs. Do wish people celebrating it all across the line. Oh well, wasn't too much to him. 2:04.45 for Kyle Jacobs, celebrating in the way we like to see. A little bit more enthusiasm next time though, please, Kyle. Kyle taking 221st place and rightly proud of it as well. We're standing watching taking, you know what, next time I actually want to be doing this, get yourself on track for training well, look at any of the other distance races they do. You don't fancy doing longer distances just yet, and of course, when it started with your local park run, just go and jog around it. You can virtually walk around some of them, although you would have found on the park run, walking all the way around it, but you can make your way around the park run, set yourself up for personal best, and then all you need to do is just come and do it. It's that simple.
Not that now though. And we've got a list here of all the winners of the race. Excuse me, do you know what we do with our chips?
You can just dispose them, but don't come near this.
Oh, are they recorded?
Yeah, no, just dispose them. Thanks, Rob.
Just a little reminder, if you're wondering what you do with your chip, the one you've got attached to your shoe, the one you've been given, you can actually dispose of them straight away. That's the wonderful thing about them. We don't get people walking off with them when they meet them back. They don't need to be returned. They are literally disposable chips. It's all part of the
Watch out, you're going
it's all part of the forward-thinking attitude training world to try and even out and make things better than what other event organisers do. And the disposable chip is the first attempt, first of anything we've experienced today that may well be different, or we hope better than what other event organisers are doing. Disposable chip and chip and those and many things. Don't forget, of course, if you've got ways that you think we can improve, or ideas and ways that we can make things even better, then please do let us know. The best way is probably through the Active Training World website to organise.
Jackie, you know now?
But your feedback, constructive feedback, and even criticism would be very, very welcome. Please let us know, folks.
We're going the wrong way! Come to show you!
That's actually better one at the moment, isn't it? I think that one there.
Come on, go! Go on, Jackie, go on!
Well done.
Come, Ricky! Come on! Come on! Last time! Come on! Go, girl! Come on! Go! Woohoo!
The thing about training.
The lead race having finished there, 235th place, and then Vicky Culver, Rob Shaw, Sean Humphreys, all finishing inside the top 250. I do believe slightly in excess of 1,000 runners here today across the 10K and half marathon. Biggest participation event in the history of Active Training World, and many more of these to come, I'm sure. Active Training World still quite a young event organising company in a way, but now with a massive portfolio of really well respected running events, triathlons, duathlons, lap triathlons, spread right throughout this county and beyond now. Randomly, and as Donna Wild crosses the line, her fans go wild as well. Rather appropriate, couldn't help it, sorry. Ade Otimua also finishing there for the ladies, 2:10:30. Here we are across the 2-hour 10-minute mark. We've got a nice number of Australian runners making their way around, lots of men and women together at the stage. Friends from Trent Park Running Club comes up to the line. So essentially got his pack with him, so probably anything else you might need in there. Possibly some of these runners also running with what we call a hydration bladder on their back. Sometimes named as Colback, which basically means you've got a little bit of water in the back on your back and you can have a drink to any drink. So just take this one, yeah? Some of our longer distance runners very clean and refueling. Yep. Tracy Peacock crosses the line for 2:11:30, 2:49. Sharon Halil. Well done, Sharon. You have taken, oh sorry, not Sharon, Sharon took 200 place over. Coming in there together. Bit of Barrett. In order to keep the team. Lewis also finishing there. Russell Greenwood, Andrew Pryor, Joseph Smith, Dominic Esposito. All finishing off their half marathon journey today. Some of you might be standing around thinking, okay, that's double that. It's my marathon time. Well, that really is a hard one to do. It's not quite that easy. Not quite that easy. Those of you who are ready to look at your splits, many people running today will be running with GPS monitors on that look at every single mile and kilometre split throughout. You'll be able to look back and see whether you did start too hard, but you were able to run even splits throughout. Some very few of you, some of you might even run what we call negative splits, meaning you were actually faster in the second half of that half marathon than you were in the first. And that in itself is a very rare thing. As I mentioned at the beginning, the most recent advice for marathon runners and half marathon runners is to try and run even splits throughout, try and even out. Of course, you'll never quite know what that is until you've done a few of them. So this is your first one, you've set yourself down a barrier there, a marker, something to improve on. So we're just going to get back to doing the podium presentation for our ladies. Lucy Charles has made it to the podium. Just going to present our winning ladies prize. I had a little chat with Lucy Charles earlier. I mentioned her. It looks to me like Lucy's been off for a good 40-minute warm down, Lucy? Very appropriate. So, our winner overall in the half marathon, in around about 20th place overall, Ironman professional athlete and local legend, Lucy Charles. Well done, Lucy. We look forward to following your progress. Don't forget to follow her on Twitter and social media. She is one of our local pros and someone really proud to be involved with in Hertfordshire. She's also an active training world ambassador. Just going to do a few shout outs for age groupers who may not have picked up their age group winning prizes. We've got a few up on the table here. I'll give you those names in just a moment.
Then we might have to start.
So we're just waiting for Neil Swift, the winner of our male 50 half marathon. If Neil Swift is around, we have a lovely prize for you, a box prize. Jim Brown, I know Jim Brown from CTC. Jim, you are the winner of the M60. I saw Jim cross the line. Jim Brown,
James! And then she would have got home and then realised he's gone.
The winner of the women's 50 is Lindsay Mead. So we've got these prizes over here. They're just waiting to be claimed with your name, Lindsay Mead. If you didn't run in the half marathon, your name's Lindsay Mead. Come over and see. We'd never know. I wouldn't have the kind of thing. However, Lindsay Mead, you won the M50, ladies 50, sorry, W50 I should say.
Yeah, when you see 10 miles, it's kind of like, okay. But when you get to that 7 miles, you're like,
my colleague James Shipley will not tell me who this is. Her name is Rosamund Della Battucci. Rosamund Della Battucci. Now that's how you say it, but I'm ready if she doesn't know it. Rosamund Della Battucci was the winner of the M60 in a time of 1:59.43. She's the so Rosamund, if you're here, there's a lovely prize for you to go ahead.
You're going to go back in the car and for a sweet with me, yeah? Oh, poor baby. Poor girl, aren't you tired, mate?
Yeah, it is.
So what was your 30, by the way? That your medals will go around your head. If you want me to know, if you pay for the insert that goes in the medal, they will be posted out with your time. So those of you who paid for them already, just to let you know, they will be posted.
Always the way behind the scenes. Do you want to come down? Yeah? So yeah, it's always the way.
Where's that from? That's from holiday, isn't No! It's not going to run. It's like basically work. That's what I need to do. Yeah.
She does.
I think she's really like I got to a couple like, oh, and like music wasn't working and everything like that, and then she was next to me, and then we was just running Let the ladies give over home here. When you run from
Yeah, well, Mike said you got to do the recce, though. Get this quick.
Get that. It's going to be a beautiful place.
Wow, I've heard about it. Where the results are.
Just a reminder to people, rather than getting people queuing up, as lots of other event organisers do, waiting for little tiny printouts that get lost and throw away, we do it the simplest way, and that is we have our own company, eventchecktiming.co.uk, and that is where all the results are live. So the majority of you will own a smartphone or a smart device, take it out, type in eventchecktiming.co.uk into your browser, and look for the Lee Valley Run Fest, and you'll see the results there for the 10k and the half marathon. So please don't bother any of our marshals asking them where results are. I can tell you where they are. They're at eventchecktiming.co.uk. The link to where they are is actually on the number that you can go to the race as well. So have a look there and you'll see the live chip timing as it comes through. It's one of the many things that active training world, we just do that a little bit better than everyone else.
The Mike is employed Jack Walker's son. Yeah. He's like
Hammond will take you walking across the line there with a massive smile on his face. Why not? His race is done and he's walking in home. So don't forget, if you're looking for the results, they are at eventchecktiming.co.uk. No need to come to our private app, our commentary point really, they're all online there. In fact, any of the times I'm looking at you are coming straight off that website anyway at eventchecktiming.co.uk.
No, it said in an email.
Then I remind you, if you're thinking of spending some more time on this afternoon, please do, by all means do and enjoy it. But just a reminder, the car park where the majority of you are parked is only open until 2 p.m. So you'll need to remove your car by 2 p.m. But by all means, bring some of them back up here and enjoy the rest of your time in Country Park today. Just a reminder though, if you are watching any of the paddle sports happening, please do not get under or over the ropes. Stay this side of the ropes and you'll be able to enjoy it perfectly safely. Jared Lee and Janae Lee, they're Marathi finishing, another couple by the looks of it, and that's their could be brother and sister. I hate to be putting brothers and sisters together as married couples, for instance, but I think that's quite likely. Crossing the line there as they do, encouraging each other as we go around, which is what we like to see. Maria Pets as well. 2:22.55. I'm just crossing the line there. Stephen Poacher, who I know I had a word with just before the start. Stephen finishing in 2:23 in his half marathon, taking 320th place overall.
Again, I guess added to your time.
I need to sort out the legs for my cat. For my cat. Take out
I just need a few names more who've been finishing while we're enjoying this glorious Sunday afternoon now. Rachel Walker, Andrew Pryor, Russell Greenwood, Karen Broom and Jan Fry have just finished, taking us up to around about 2:26.30 on the clock. And we're now up to 336th place overall. Over 1,000 competitors here today, spread between the 10k and the half marathon. And many more spectators, of course, enjoying a glorious day in the Lee Valley Country Park and the Lee Valley Whitewater Centre. I just want to put out a massive congratulations to the ladies from LK Fitness who just completed their half marathon. Well done, ladies. Fantastic running. Great to see the camaraderie that we're talking about here. LK Fitness taking it to the half marathon today. Well done, ladies. As I model my words, Rebecca Freestone just finishing off there as well for 339th place, 2 hours, 27 minutes. And now we're getting a bit closer to those runners who will be desperately trying to finish under the 2.5 hour mark. We've got 3 minutes left of that, so let's cheer them home. Every time we get towards one of these barriers, we need to be pushing them on a little bit more up this last climb to the finish line. It's as much of a climb as they'll do today. on this super flat, fast course.
I'm looking for the 10K as well. See you. That's always good practice to keep doing around the race.
You're on my school.
Thank you. Oh, there you go, thank
We've got just over a minute left to be able to sneak inside the 2.5 hour barrier here now. 2:08:49. So any of these runners coming up from the car park now to the finish line, push them on, get them inside that 2.5 hour barrier. 2:29:01. Louisa Gatory, Rebecca Freestone, and I've just been told we have 49 runners still out on the course. So that's 49 people still to call in and to cheer on all the way to the line. And lots of runners out there will be looking to try and get inside that 3-hour barrier. We might have some just outside that as well. 49 runners still out on the course in the country park. And they're coming in one by one now as we speak, of course.
I'm good, thank you.
Can I ask any of the people who are standing on the finish line or just before it to move right back, please? That's all right. Thanks, folks. And if you are walking down the finishing straight, although it's still an open path, please do be careful because there are runners likely to be sprinting up to you as fast as they can.
Yeah.
You can tell Sahela off for that. Hey, Kiss. What you doing? Hello. Are you in charge now? You can take the microphone. Yeah.
You right?
He's getting tired.
Really tired about it.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. Super tired, girl, here.
Yes.
Some of them are think from over the top.
We forgot about Oh, you don't look disappointed. You are just a happy one, aren't you? Huh? Wow. You know, you guys can stop really long. film last night. Great film. Big Short? The Big Short, yeah. It's about the banking crisis. About, you know, from like, what, back 10 years ago? It's great, because they hit the fourth wall constantly. They go through the fourth wall constantly, you know, it's like, they talk to the camera. Oh, yeah, very much. It's a bit complicated, you know, sometimes they come, when the complicated bit, they explain it to you, you know. Yeah.
I think very
Well done.
Lawrence Cocker finishing off there in 2:33.45 with a half hour. We haven't got more than about 30 or so runners left out there now. So if you're waiting for half one friends and family to give you notes across the line, there's around about 30 runners still left out there. Enjoying the delights of Ree Valley Country Park, no doubt. Either that, or they're in a whole world of pain as they wrestle with their body as it won't do what it's told. Either way, when they cross the line, they'll know it's all over and they'll have that glorious feeling of having completed something and overcome adversity.
Don't go back across here, love. Hang on a
Something
second.
that you'll be all enjoying hopefully.
Stop there, guys, because of the mats. Don't go back across here. Sorry,
Also a reminder to people, because you've still got timing chips on your shoes, please don't fall back across the timing mats or you'll finish twice, one time considerably slower than the other. So please don't walk back across timing mats. If you're new to running events or endurance events of any kind, you'll know that as soon as there's timing mats around, you never ever cross them unless you're actually starting your way.
Finish on the 10K. Finish on both. You do both. How we go?
Yeah, good. Yeah, okay.
So 480 in the 10K.
So we got a Colton Green finishing, Jennifer Jones as well. Dan Humphries just crossing the line there in 2:35.46, taking 356 points overall.
About 380. Is there no show ratio?
So if you've not long finished your half marathon, you've long ago finished your 10K, you'll have gone through that phase of first of all thinking, oh, possibly thinking, oh, I'm glad that's over. Oh, no, it's over. Then you get to the all I'm hungry phase, and then after the all I'm hungry phase, perhaps when you've had a cocktail, just settle the body and mind, the usual thought, the first thing that comes to most people's mind is, okay, what's next? And hopefully many of you will reach the okay, what's next ladies. If you have, many of you will probably also know what you're doing. If you don't, I'll give you some ideas. As I mentioned, Active Training World are now one of the foremost organisers of triathlon running, cycling, swimming, duathlon events and aquathlon events now, particularly anywhere within 50 miles of here. You won't find any better events than the Active Training World is. And next up, next major Active Training World event up is the final round of the Ashridge Duathlon Series. It's the 3-round Super Series. And the third one is in just a couple of weeks' time now. Many of you would have been there to do them, so I've recognised quite a few faces who've done both. Those of you who also ride a bike and run. 30th of April is the race 3 of the Ashridge Duathlon Series over in the Ashridge Estate in the Chilterns. And then the next Active Training World event after that is the first of the Active Training World Aquathlon Series to run at Stanborough Lakes in Wellingborough City. It's also the venue for the Hertfordshire Triathlon Championship, also run by Active Training World. If you don't know Stanborough Lakes, further around the M25 if you like. Have a look at Active Training World for free. The local triathlon event specifically. And if you're new to thinking about the local triathlon, one of the best ways to do it is to do an aquathlon in a series that is run down at Stanborough. It's probably the best way. You get to swim in a lovely lake and then have a run around. It is a lovely lake. And then you get to run around the edge of it in the glorious Stanborough Park on the south side. It is a lovely lake. There are a lot of very good fish in there as well. Very few of which bite. Certainly we don't know of any swimmers that have been bitten. They've certainly been bitten by the triathlon bug though. And that seems to be the best way to get involved. So have a look at activetrainingworld.co.uk.
Oh yeah. It's like Jesus Creed.
Yeah, amazing. Elizabeth Cooper finishing there. Obviously a Tottenham fan. There are lots of Spurs fans in this area. We are of course in Tottenham's Hotspur country. We train just down the road. In fact, literally the Tottenham training ground is like a catapult an acorn to where it is actually just across the way. We've got something in the region of 19 runners left out there on the course. Well, let's hope no one's got any sun today. It's been really sunny all day through, hasn't it? All the right breeze, perfect running conditions. Absolutely perfect. Welcome to the show now, folks. April the 2nd, and yes, there is hardly anywhere better to be on the edge of London than Lee Valley Country Park.
You gotta cheer everyone.
Victoria Brown there I saw crossing the line in 372nd place, 2 hours 43 and 18 on the clock. So we're getting near to that 3 hour mark where we'll be looking for runners who are desperately trying to get inside 3 hours. Brilliant, all the way down through the field from the start to the last runner as well, to see people celebrating and really recognising the great achievement of finishing half the marathon all in one go. Lizzie Bessel, the latest of those. If I've said your name wrong today, trust me, there will be many, many of you. Please don't come and tell me how I say it right, because I will not remember. However, I'll do my best. If we do plenty of our training mode events, let me know by the end, I may actually get it right. But thank you for keeping me on my toes. There's nothing like difficult names to pronounce to keep me kept up and concentrating. As I say that, 2 more runners crossing the line, congratulating each other as they do. They were Robert Scott and Amy Deck. 2 more finishing. 2, 44-48 on the clock. Joe Hammond and Judy Smith coming together. Just after them. Maxine Naples. I'll say it 5 different ways, and chances are one of them was nearly right. If you are walking up to the finish line, folks, can I just remind you there might be some runners coming up behind you. Just keep your wits about you now. Even though we've only got around 15 or so runners still out there on the course, they will all be doing their very best to finish as quickly as possible. So do watch out for them as they're coming up behind you. Don't get caught off guard in your post-race state of bliss. That's the kind of smile we like to see. That was Christine Lopez. Christine Lopez taking 379th place, 2 hours 45:48 on the clock. So if you're thinking of disappearing on, folks, make sure you make the most of your time here. If you've never been here before, we really, really hope you've enjoyed Lee Valley Country Park and the Lee Valley White Water Centre as well. Just one of many legacy-based venues up and down the Lee Valley, as a direct result of the London Olympics. Pre-London Olympics before we won the right to host the games, of course, this was literally just, I believe, open to a brownfield site. Most of the sites up and down the Lee Valley are actually reclaimed industrial land. And the Lee Valley itself was actually formed to be run by Lee Valley Regional Park Authority as a green lung for London way, way back. When we found that the industrial side of the east of London was dying out, and the government at the time looked for a way of making something which was green and enjoyable for all. And that's what it's here for, so I really hope you've enjoyed it here today. It's like all of the Lee Valley venues, that show people to come in and walk around and watch top level sport out all year round without having to pay anything. So make the most of your time here. This is a direct result of us having won those 2012 games. Many of you, I suspect, will have been in here during the games to see some of the colour sport, as I was, and what an incredible venue it was. And what a fantastic venue it still is now today. Particularly another of our finishers, just finishing on, just a little bit of walking goes to the line. Very well done, across the line there. Another half marathon distance, clocked off.
There's a start on the start thing. 9:45:11, and then finish.
The last two cross the line to come up. The last two cross the line have to come up too. So they're going to block. Every start on this as well. I don't know whether the back one, we've got 8 people left. Yeah, there was nothing.
It's 2, 4.
At least 2 more have come up with nothing coming up on the site.
2, 4, 3. Click commentator.
Hello, commentator.
Well, we believe there are around about 9 runners left out there on the course now, completing their half marathon this afternoon, having started this morning. All still inside the 3-hour barrier at the moment.
That's a nice
Put it on here, mate. Oh yeah, they never showed up. They never showed up. You want to say the bloody name, do you? Oh, there we go. Go on then, never see you say it.
I've been accused of not wanting to say the name of our last venture. Chiza Kurangwaga. I can't have a go at that again. Chiza Kurangwa.
Yeah, it's all phonetic. There we go.
Thank you. You see?
The nice
Not just an annoying voice, I can actually get it right. Chiza Kurangwa. I'm good. You're wondering what I'm talking about. She was a 382nd finisher, 2 hours, 47 and 55, staying inside the 3 hours. Around about 8 or 9 competitors still in out there on the course. Looking around the edge of the lake to see if we can see any coming in right now. I can see one definitely. We've got 10 minutes left to try and get inside that 3-hour mark. Now, of course, in the safe hands of our wonderful marshals out and about around the course. Big thank you to all of you who volunteered and marshalled here today already. Don't forget, any marshals at an active training world event are very well remunerated in terms of perks and things they get. I certainly know that the majority of them get free entries to other events, which is one of the many ways people get into active training world events in the first place. If you're marshalling, they watch it, they're inspired, they get their free entry and think, well, I might as well use that. Sometimes that is their first step on the road to endurance sport addiction. Many of you will know exactly what I'm talking about.
Guys, sorry, hang on. It's alright, do it again 2 times. One fast.
Oh, we missed it.
Second slow time. Don't worry.
I'm so sorry.
No problem.
Can you give me the first time?
Well, we'll have to see about that.
Will be the first time, right?
6 people left.
We think there's just about 6 people down there on the course now completing their half marathon. Just as a reminder to people, if you've been enjoying the sunshine and the views and are now wandering the semi-day state back across the finish line, if you do so with your chip timing still on your shoe or in your personal tool, chances are you'll have finished twice today. Once a lot quicker than the other. You can't always be sure of picking people out when they've done that, so please try not to cross back across the finish line. The best way to do it is stay on the grass, walk around the edge of the Active Training World tent, and then you should just have the one finish time, which is usually the best way.
Hell of a race going on in Ironman South Africa.
Yeah?
There's 31.5k, 30 seconds between the first and second. I think McNamee is first, David McNamee.
That's just coming good at the moment.
Yeah, Joe's not having a great race. I look like Joe Skipper, Joe.
Yeah.
Yeah, Norwich. Yeah.
It happens, doesn't it?
Yeah, well, I say not having a great. He was saying he's hoping to win. So you've got to go in hoping to win, haven't they?
Yes.
Lowest off. Yeah?
Most, I've heard today, most people out there. I'm so involved with doing it.
No, you're not good.
Most of the time you shout at me going, first woman coming through, take it!
Oh, the bull, yes. Or Gardner.
Gardner, thank you. He came to the event. Two things. One point I heard. And then something about, oh yeah, I love
Yeah, that's right. No, they don't. No. They got to be so careful. They've got to be so Oh, brilliant. Yeah, this is safely. Yeah. No, that's good. No, but he knows. Yeah. We've got a sweet runner out, haven't we? No, a runner at the back now. I did it at Welling a couple of years running. No, running. I did it a couple of years at Welling. It's so tough. Hang on! Wait, stop for a sec. You still got your timing chip on? You go right way round.
Right, thank you very much. Thank you. Yeah, it's no fun, is it?
Let's have a look. I reckon everyone's coming to look, should they?
Here's another one of our last 8 or so runners who are out on the course making their way up the line. Let's give her a cheer on folks. She may have finished some time ago. She has been out there pushing herself all the way around this course for the whole half-marathon distance. Great finish. 5 runners left out there. That was Jerry Kinsella finishing in 2:56.19, so they've not got long to get inside that 3-hour barrier now. 2:56.32.
Maybe 6.
There's around about 5 or 6 runners still out there now. We're hoping there aren't any that would have packed in and haven't told us. There's always a possibility of that. But we do our best to make sure we know how many runners are still out there that haven't. We believe it is 5 runners. Well, I just left the shady cover of my country boat and stepped outside to realise what a glorious summer's afternoon you're all enjoying out there. Walked over to the beach area, If you've not been to the beach area yet, with or without any kids, it's a fantastic place to be. You would not know you're in Waltham Cross. The sound of the waves, the sand under your feet. You could be on a glorious beach anywhere, but here you are in Hertfordshire, South Hertfordshire, enjoying the delights of the Lee Valley Country Park, and at an Olympic venue to boot as well. What's more to be enjoyed than this? Make the most of it, folks. It's not like this every day in the sunshine. And let's hope this is the start of summer. Just 5 more people to finish. 5 more half marathoners to make that turn around the bottom of the Legacy course and back up to the finish hill.
You guys, stop there because of your timing jet. If you go online, you'll have a really bad time. Well, you'll have a good time and then a bad time.
It's in my bag, it's very
Well done. What should we do with we check the generator. You're right, then. Should be. I didn't put it up. I just got to, I'm thinking about the amount of time we were at Ashley when it ran out. I ran about now. Yeah, no, we weren't full. We weren't full. 5 left that way, James. What we'll do is if we run...
Jez, I need to take the sand out of my shoes. Can you just take from me for a
Yeah, yeah. Take the point, no problem.
Got sand absolutely everywhere.
5 runners to finish.
It's doing my head in.
She's having a great time.
I'm worried about Remy as well. Take my sand out my shoes.
Yeah.
She's in the sand here.
Naughty boy. What are you doing? Oh dear. Oh dear. What are you doing enjoying it? Look at you. What are you doing? Running.
Don't have to be me, I was 20 quid short for giving a mark. One envelope for a mark. I'd rather owe you one euro than a mark.
No, I've got 20 quid. I've got 20 quid in my car, mate. Yeah.
Love how you can be like that.
I was just going to go getting the battery. I was getting the battery. Right, let me go. someone telling me that it's 10 minutes ago, so...
I can see runners. Two, if I'm not mistaken, or maybe three. Two. Oh, is that one of our runners coming in? One of our last five to finish. Great. Running all the way to the line as well as we like to see. Raising money for children.
No, that's fine. At 1 o'clock, everyone.
I will give you the name of that lady in just one moment as soon as it pops up on my screen. That was Miriam Flint, finishing in 3:08, just outside the 3 hours, 3:08:46. Miriam Flint, well done Miriam, great to see a big smile on your face. That's a long time to be out there running for 3 hours. By that I don't mean that's you taking it easy, you haven't. It's a hard slog being out there for 3 hours. So Miriam, very well done. Massive congratulations to you for completing that with a smile on your face as well. Now I make that 4 runners to finish now. That's all 4 runners left out there enjoying the delights of Lee Valley Country Park and putting their bodies through their paces. We'll be looking for them as they enter the Whitewater Centre around the perimeter road as well.
Sorry mate, when are the times available? They've been available from the second you finish. Is that timing.co.uk? Yeah, put your number in. Yeah. Alright, no worries.
How many more still out there?
Sorry?
How many more?
4 to finish, yes, Rob. Yeah.
Just with those last 4 runners to come in from out in the country park. As a reminder, if you're still looking or thinking, oh, where are the results? We don't do the big queues and the printing out tiny pieces of paper below in the bins. The results are live from the second they happen at eventchiptiming.co.uk, which is our official chip timing system. Just go on there and you'll see exactly your live result from the race.
Just a little bit.
One more. One more to go. One more to come in. One more. Yes, when you're ready, you're one more. Smile.
You can sit down now.
Oh man.
Thank you.
What was his time though?
What? It doesn't really count. I don't know.
You must have an idea.
I think it is something like 5 hours.
It's like Greater Marathon, isn't it?
Yeah. I was in second place for 30 seconds. Right up. Understandable. My whole body just fell apart.
You know, I found it easy doing the marathon after 112 miles on the bike. I think I think it sounds stupid. 80 miles on the bike, my legs come alive. And I think you go past a lot of people.
I've heard that before.
Sweet. Look at this guy, mate. You've seen this? There's a guy in a whole world of pain. Is that the last finish mark between There's a guy, literally, we saw him.
Looks to me like we are not far off wrapping up this half marathon. I think I can see our back mark is coming through. Looks to me like our wonderful, glorious marshals are coming through the signage as well. I have seen a gentleman who we believe is in the race who looks again like he's in a whole world of pain. However, he does look like he's finishing. And if he does, we're going to be here to cheer him on. It takes quite something to be finishing in that kind of pain. This chap I'm thinking of, I saw him just now, it looked to me like his feet were probably skin completely raw. Happens from time to time. It's happened to me before, trust me, it comes to the best of us as and when. But being able to finish off when you're in that kind of pain is really something else. So we'll cheer in our last few competitors, walking, running or crawling. Finish off. It's been an incredible day so far, it really has. It's been brilliant to be here on the finish line, watching people achieving goals time and time again. Sometimes it's very easy to sit and watch and underestimate just how much it means to people. There will be people who cross the line today here who not only have done something they never thought possible themselves, but many of whom are doing things for which other people didn't think were possible. A number of athletes I meet who told me they're doing it because others have told them they couldn't. There is no more motivating thing than that. I'm not saying that's the case all the way down through the field. Trust me, it'll be the case for some of the guys and ladies up at the front. It'll be the case for some of our back markers as well. That's what endurance sport is all about. Proving people wrong, whether that's yourself or others. It's a glorious way to do it. It really does make you feel good. So enjoy.
I hope I'm alright. Just got this time.
No, there's nothing wrong with it. There's another guy with these guys.
We're very near summer.
I think this is a guy coming in there in the black. But where's that guy going in the grey?
I don't know. Hello.
If I'm not mistaken, I think I can see our last finisher coming up, the finishing straight. And there's something to be proud of, because there are people out there who haven't finished today. Trust me, there's even more people who didn't even start, who didn't even have the guts to put themselves on the start line. So to be propping up such a big event like this really is no mean feat. I think this is our last finisher coming in now, guys. If you just want to mind your backs coming to the finish line. Let's put our hands together, folks.
Well done!
Finishing off the half marathon today.
Well done!
Number 2,611, I should say. Just waiting for her name to pop up on the screen.
Well done.
Just waiting to give you a name check on who I believe is our final finisher of the half marathon. And to finish off with another fantastic name, W.Wa. W as a first name, W.A. Wa as a surname. Wonderful. Fantastic finishing. Great to see a smile on her face as well. We're just waiting for confirmation that that was our last finisher, and if so, we'll be able to wrap up the commentary of what has been a fantastic day's endurance sport here between the 10K and the half marathon. Just waiting for confirmation from our race director James Shipley at Active Training World that the race as a whole has been drawn to a close. Checking with our fantastic friends and paramedics at MET Medical, Met Medical, who have provided medical cover for so many big events throughout the county and beyond in these last few years. Super reliable. Thank you to those guys. James, go. Well, there we have confirmation from James Shipley, our event director, that the 10K and half marathon have now come to a close. So
What do I do now, David?
really it just calls on me to say a big thank you to Lee Valley Regional Park Authority for letting us host this event at this fantastic Olympic venue. We really do hope we'll be back here many times to come in the following years as well to run the Lee Valley Run Fest. A massive thank you to all of our marshals and volunteers here today. Put your hands up if you're one of them, if you've been in yellow or you are in yellow. Thank you so much. This is utterly impossible. No amount of time, effort and money thrown at it would make this happen without you. So massive thank you to you guys. A big thank you to James Shipley and his Active Training World team, all of those people who make the chip timing work. Dave, Rab, and who else have I forgotten? Martin as well for being out there on the bike course, and Collier for doing the bike earlier. I know he's left now already. So a massive thank you to Lee Valley Regional Park Authority, Fika and her team at the White Water Centre. All of you guys and the spectators who've been here to cheer it on and make it such a great success. And my name is Jez Cox, and I'll be signing off now until our next event, which is the Ashridge Duathlon, round 3, the finale in the Chiltern Hills. A massive thank you to all of you for making this happen, and we will see you soon. Right, we've got to get packed up now. Well done, guys. Yeah, cheers, mate. Anything else? You want the water? I'll give you some water, baby. No more for that now, baby. Put it away. But it's not very good for your belly. Yeah, but I'm thinking about being healthy. Got to eat water. Very well done. Brilliant.
Yeah, we'll do. Just anyone's missing. There's some sweet sellers to see if they're on there.
Temperamental, mate, isn't it? Don't believe it. You won't find it. Temperamental.
Tried it the other one.
Yeah, I just tried it. Yeah,
Let me just ask the side what they want to do. Okay. Let me ask them. Because they might say one of us has got to stay there. I'll find out what they want to do. Alright, God bless you. I'll try and make an announcement here. Just say to people they're going to need to get out of the car park. We have said to it's open at 6 o'clock. Yeah. There's a car park now. We'll say now. Alright. Yeah, I mean, one of them can say this one. Come back.
I did say I'd said my last words, but this is the very, very last word. If I can ask you, if you are parked in our event car park, to remove your car as soon as possible. We really need you to start clearing the car park now. So if you intend to hang around, you'll need to move your car Please remove all cars from the event car park as soon as possible, please, folks. Thank you very much. Okay?
James, it won't lose the quite important is it won't lose those last finishes.
No, don't import it. We'll just search for it, mate. How many have we got? 5?
3.
3.
3 in the marathon and 2
Yeah,
in the
so on both of those, just literally do open the file up, don't import it, just open the file up and search for their race number.
Right.
Have we still got their P8 system down here?
No. I just had a radio mic, that's all it was. I took it back to people. She took it back ages ago. James, do you want me to unplug it all, yeah? I'll put it all. Yeah. Huh?
Let's get off, mate.
You sure? I'll put it all together.
I like their uniforms, so cool.
Dave, I'll see you in
a couple of weeks,
3 weeks'
mate,
time.
Thank you very much. Yeah, take care.
It's getting
soon, yeah.
I'm very much enjoying spending more time with you.
Yeah, you too.
Every
mate.
weekend.
Good to see you. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I don't know how happy my wife is, but still, I'm only joking. That's good. All good. Good.
Timing things then, the lanes and the computer works so much better.
Yeah, make it easy, yeah?
Well, it's obviously a lot simpler than running a duathlon where you've got all sorts of different timing going on.
Yeah. Just give me 10 minutes, I'm still doing some stuff, yeah? No problem, thank you.
Yeah. To be honest though, it used to be just the market. You've got people helping.
I'll bet hey Dave.
Fire.
Yes, make sure it goes in that box, mate. Make sure it goes in that box. With that remote control. There it goes, put it in there.
And then we open the case up, it's never there. It's happened like 2 or 3 days.
Yes, in Dave.
Great. We're good for next time. You got a week off next week, haven't you?
I have, mate.
That's nice. And Easter weekend as well?
Jake's just picked up chicken pox.
Oh no!
But we were going to go away, but we're still not sure now what we're going to do.
Have they come out yet?
Huh?
Have they come out yet?
Yeah. He's not ill though. He just says he goes, I'm poorly, I've got spotty. He's not ill. It's a couple of us have got they get a bit fussy. Yeah, my boy's with it. That's it.
James, I'm going to shut this computer down now, mate. Is that okay?
Yeah, it's
5 people not finished, not on the text file over there.
So that means that is the tip.
Yeah.
More than likely then.
Cool down. Yeah. So I'm going to shut everything down. You happy?
Yeah, do it, mate. Yeah.
Race live to website that won't shut.
Oh, don't worry about it.
Just shut it down the normal way.
Force it down or whatever it needs to do. Control of delete. I'll tell you one thing we might have to do soon is go and get the gazebo down.
Is Baz not doing that at the moment?
No, they've got me in the car park.
Okay, well.
Well, one of them has.
Thank you very much.
I will see you. 3, I think. 3 weeks, yeah.
Book 1, do you want to save it, James? Book 1. James, do you want to save book 1? This is spreadsheet with formulas in some sort.
Don't worry about showing.
It is. Right, okay, fine.
Let's get this map down. Well, this is what they all used to be like. It's that company. Yeah. Well, do you mind just giving us a hand getting this one down? Okay. He's going to deflate it. It's more. Just get the weights and no one comes and puts these up on the car. Yeah, no, every moment. Right, we're going to try it. Try that one. We're going to try this one.
Yeah, big race, you've got to put it in. Huh? Yeah,
Yeah, we're gonna need that, aren't we?
Huh?
We're gonna need that, aren't we?
Yeah.
Alton, isn't it?
Alton, yeah. What I'll do is I'll take you through it on Google Maps. So you can, and I'll show you exactly where the start is and the finish. Yeah. Grab down there, is he?
Yeah, Rob's still there. Hello, William, how are you?
How are you, Dave?
You alright, mate? Today there were so many chances as well. Were there? What? Like 50 minutes after the hour, nothing.
None in your pocket, none in your pocket, right?
How many runners are going?
Huh?
How many runners are still going?
Back it up. Yeah.
What do you need to do?
This is just grab, whatever it is. You got the packets there, get them away.
Nice talking to anyone up there, Will.
I got nearly chatted up by a group of women in the car.
Who Raz did?
I felt like a piece of meat.
Yeah, are you complaining, Will?
I won't say no anyway. Just go. I've got too many grey hairs. Right.
I did wonder when you were starting on me.
Basically, it's a new race series.
Yeah, Ben Tapper, isn't it?
Yeah, it's because it's a new race series. I don't want to. I want the same, and I can't be one of them.
So will you beat any of them?
Huh?
Will you beat any of them?
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
I can beat all of them apart from one.
Oh, okay, cool.
I just wanted
perfect, mate. I didn't think you were going to beat at all. So.
I wanted them because it's a new one. I wanted them to have a familiar face.
No, absolutely.
It took a fair bit of convincing to switch them over to me.
Yeah. Did you do it with Ben Tapper, did you? No.
Huh?
Ben Tapper?
No, it's women, two women.
Oh, okay.
Slow it up and do it again.
The race organiser, maybe he's his name's on one of them. His name's on one of them. Okay.
guys going up there.
Still got the Suzuki doing there.
Huh?
Alright.
Alright. Well, because that's one of the first things to go to the band.